friendship. My goodness, does she know how to wield a big gun in the movie. Billy Ocean, it's ironic how we shorten our names from time to time. Whatever we're called, there's always some moniker. I mean, Leslie Sebastian, which is Billy Ocean. Let's go down to the beach for sex on the beach. You mean a cocktail? Of course, dear. Of course.
Shalom, first and foremost. I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to your Archeum pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yassad back at you with another lesson. We're not edifying. And as you see there, played in the video, it says an angry husband runs over wife's lover as she watches in horror of the event. An example of stage 5 in the cancerous love relationship, right? And this is what we have been telling you women about, It is, the man could even go to the extent of crippling and running her over just as well, right? Because these women think they could, commit adultery and do all they want and do as they please, but the scripture says the jealousy is the rage of a man, right? Let's get in the book of Proverbs 6 and 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. And that is it is here, because he infused knowing, this man and my wife in a relationship and whatnot, and I doing all of this for her and these things, but hey, what went on? Jealousy took him over, and his rage overcame him, and all we saw was, hey, I will run over this man and try to put this man to death, because you literally see it was multiple times. You run over him, then reverse upon him, run over him again, reverse, and run over him again, right? Again, Proverbs 6 and 34, for jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. And hey, that is why you're seeing a lot of men outing, a woman, his wife, his wife, even the man that she being engaged with, we all call it down here the honor man and whatnot, right? Because the scriptures speak of these things, because it's not a light thing having a woman and your neighbor and telling you, well, I see she with Harry yesterday and these things, because the scripture talk about a wicked woman. Let me get that. Sirach. Right, Sirach chapter 25 and 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Yeah, he's gonna sigh, because when, he majority of the time they would get the report from a friend, from a neighbor, from a relative, and he would find out, right? And what it would do, he would sigh bitterly. So he would have premeditated, if I see this man, if I bounce up this man, automatically he did already premeditate, I will look to harm this individual, right? And the scripture said the love of many is wax cold, right? Matthew 24. Right, Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, because wickedness, that is the vibration in the air. You know, the woman she commit adultery. You know, having this lover, this man. You know, that was the sin committed there, and then the man now, being enraged with jealousy, he acted. You know, he acted so, and that basically spread more iniquity there. The man, I sure, if he ain't broken up, even run over his head, you know, it could even lead to death. You know, internal injuries and bleedings and thing, and who knows, he could end up, you know, reaching the hospital and pass away because of the impact of the damages, right? But it all goes back to the woman, her actions. That is why, as I it speaks on, you know, he gonna be silent definitely among neighbors because what she had done, right? Because it's not a good thing for you to hear, you know, you are your wife, you trust her, you know, you're providing for her and your family, your neighbor or your friend or one of them coming and saying, I see she with Harry. That would automatically send you, you know, that would automatically, you know, put rage in you, and especially if you love that woman. It would even put you to the extent of that, because that's why the scriptures say, um, I'll get it, many run out of the wits, right? What's going into they lose the mind, right? And that's why Surah 25, um, and 13 say, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Because right there, if that man dies, he's gonna be held responsible. The woman is not gonna face any charges or anything, because they're gonna say that was attempted murder and these things, and the man is gonna face the consequences. And the woman now, when the guy be deleted and the next one in prison, she's gonna go on another spree, right? Because that's why the scripture say, give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, right? There's also a precept here that saying, right, Sirach 25:19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. But I'm basically looking, um, there's a precept that's saying, um, of the moth, of a moth, uh, I'll see to get Sirach, just look at Sirach 42 and 13. It says for, um, right, let's see, for from garments cometh a moth, and from woman wickedness, right? Yeah, from from garments cometh a moth, and from woman wickedness, because this is entirely the woman's fault, you know. But hey, it lead to this man, you know, attempting murder, you know, and these things, right? It's a but is the but better is the foolishness of a man than a courteous woman, a woman I say which bring it, shame and reproach. Yeah. Um. And that's why you women, all you women that are at east, look Isaiah 32. A destruction is coming to you. Because hey, soon that is why just now you're gonna see many men is gonna be outing their wives because of that. And even happening, there's many reports a man chop up his woman and put her to death, shot her, deleted her because of what? The jealousy, bringing forth the rage. Isaiah 32 and 9, rise up, ye woman that art east, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, and gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye woman that art east, be troubled. Ye careless ones strip you and make you bear angered sackcloth upon your loins. Because the time, hey, it's gonna be so drastic that, you know, these men is gonna be outing you all, as nothing, right? Because of that rage and jealousy, So I hopefully this lesson was edifying. Double honors unto the elders and oh, sorry. As they also mentioned, as when he faces imprisonment, the next man who you run over may end up be deleted. She's gonna go on an spree, you know. As the scripture say, they're looking to every arrow to quiver upon, and she ain't gonna have no remorse because a adulterous woman, she gonna be counted as a dog. And what else, the scripture say, she gonna say that she had done no wickedness. In her mind, there is no wickedness, you know. But hey, hopefully this lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai. Until the next one, double honors to the elders and the apostles. I get millstone. Salute to you, brothers. Shalom.